I'm not really sure the exact moment I decided to work my camera for expressionist purposes. I remember a gradual progression encouraged by my teacher, Rod Deichmann. He'd say, think for yourself and make photos with the message that only you know how to speak. It is a matter of taking responsibility for your work, Mark. Don't leave your message up to a computer or some auto mode. Learn your camera, then dig deeper than you've ever imagined and create your work from your heart. Class after class, those words resonated with me like a beacon in a sea of advice from mainstream photo artists telling me to join the swelling throng of photography artists who were following formulas and depending on computers to make their works. With these opposing advices, I have found my balance that both pushes myself and the camera to its outermost boundaries, always with the intent to make a singular message. It is a lonely journey at times, but when breakthroughs occur, I reveal myself to myself. It has been more of a journey of self-discovery than anything else. There is a moment for every artist when questions must be asked. For most artists, it is the message that is of utmost importance. Then, a medium is chosen to express that message. For most photographers, there's a feeling of constraint by the media we call a camera. It is limited, and it must be manipulated to make the messages we see. Even the most simple of sunsets requires that we use filters, ISO and contrast and Kelvin settings to aid our message making. For some of us, the ability to use multiple exposures frees up a whole world of possibilities. This is not composite work, at least not in the computer sense. If a mistake is made making a multiple exposure in your camera, the work is sunk. There is no going back. But if a photo artist works at the craft, these obstacles may be overcome. The work remains an in-the-moment photograph, and computer work is kept to a minimum. A multiple exposure work takes all available information into account before the work is made. The photographer looks at all available information before ever starting a piece. The world is a palette of color, tones, lines, and shapes, waiting to be incorporated into a singular statement. All elements are considered as far as the eye can see. Now stop. Close your eyes. Listen. Smell the earth. There is life, death, and light. Experience your connection with the rhythms that surround you. Then, imagine the world as can be accomplished through your camera. Remember that your message is paramount. Everything you know should go into each exposure, whether a multiple exposure piece or single pieces made for a computer composite. The question is, what will you do with the power given to you? What will you change? And just a note, my friend Rod Deutschman is a purist and instructs his students not to shoot with the intent to finish the work in the computer. I have to say that for my great regard and respect for his tenacity and our friendship. On my next video, we will walk a single work through the compositional exploration of technique implementation and the simple approach of leaving space for your subject. This will prove beneficial to both the multiple exposure photographer and the photographer who has to use layers to accomplish a composite work. Thank you.